The Hornets looking at a 3rd down and 15-yard line. Excuse me, a 3rd down and 15. Ball on the 28. Dylan, just a bunch of miscommunication
it's
so
really
far in the backfield.
Almost like chaos. They just can't get a play for positive yards right now.
You have to think that the atmosphere, just the not being used to being in this moment, that's something Junction City has the advantage on. That this is their 3rd year in a row. These guys, I mean, it's just kind of the norm for them so far. Hazen is struggling early for them to get used to it.
Some of these kids don't really see stadiums like this. I mean, you see, this is 2A Arkansas. You don't see stadiums this size, and maybe they're a little shell-shocked early on. And right now, the Hazen offense is only averaging 0.2 yards per play.
And they've actually had a couple of 6 or 7 yard rushes. It's been these last couple of plays offensively that have dropped that average down. And so we'll see what they were able to draw up here coming out of the timeout. So starting the 2nd quarter, Junction City 21, Hazen 0.
And if I was the Hazen offense coordinator, I think I'll just line up, put Penn in the backfield by himself, and just give it to him.
Yes.
He's your workhorse.
Yes, he is. As we mentioned earlier, over 1,700 yards on the ground, 34 touchdowns. That's number 12, Logan Penn, the junior running back. So Hazen, 3rd down and 15, ball on the 28-yard line, and they're going to spread it out a little bit. Williams in the pistol, Penn behind him, trips to his left. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw, and almost intercepted. I don't believe he saw number 2, Shondarius Livingston, and Livingston almost able to pick that pass off.
It was almost an early Christmas present for Livingston. He saw 6.
Yes, he did. Pass was intended for Cody Key, but Williams rolled left, forcing him to throw across his body, and the pass falls incomplete. So a 4th down once again for the Hornets. Moving right to left. Williams standing at his 15. And again, the dual returning attack of Dancy and Evans. And this time they're going to kick it toward Dancy's direction, but out of bounds.
I think that's a smart choice.
I believe it is. That's probably the best choice that they could make. And the Dragon offense, again, great field position. They're going to have it at the 46 of Junction City, moving left to right.
It was a 26-yard punt, but if you look at the punts before, they're really averaging only not even 20 yards a punt after the net.
Rogers brings the play in to the huddle. 11:48 to play, first half. War Memorial Stadium. 2014 Class AA State Championship. Junction City going to keep it in tight right here. One receiver and handoff. Dancy makes one man miss right out of the get-go. Bounces, works right, and he's wrapped up eventually, but if he'd have broke out of that tackle, he would have had some running room.
Tennyson coming right through the middle, trying to bring down the running back.
So Josh Armstrong shaking up on the play, but he's able to make his way to the sideline, so that's good to see.
Sometimes that happens. You're hustling around and get a little banged up.
Second down and 4 after the the Dancy carry.
And that was a good run by Dancy. He probably broke 4 or 5 tackles, and he got a hard 6 yards.
Yes, he did. Move the ball across midfield to the 48 of the Hornets, and that's where Junction City will operate. Holyfield in the gun, takes the snap, and he's going to throw it, sling it down the left sideline. He's got a man. Just overthrew Evans. I think he overthrew him by about 4 yards, and he let that ball fly.
I haven't seen Holyfield throw that much. I've seen him 4 games. That has to be the best looking pass I've ever seen him throw. That was a good 50 yards at least.
And he had Evans too. If Evans was able to get underneath that one, he would have waltzed into the end zone.
I'm sure those scouts down here perked their ears up when they saw that pass leave his hand.
I agree with you on that statement. Third down and 4 coming for the Junction City Dragons. They're going to work with twins to the bottom of the formation, twins to the top as well. Holyfield in the shotgun, Dancy to his left, takes the snap, and this time he's going to throw it down the right sideline. Bell, he was able to haul it in, but he could not get a foot down. And
even though that was incomplete, that was a heck of a catch.
Yes, it was. Falling away from the defender, Bell was able to haul it in, but could not get that foot down. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 4 for Junction City. 11:04 to play in the first half.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. I think it's a smart choice up by 21. Just play the field position game right now.
Holyfield standing at his 39. High punt. And that one will bounce at the 32. Take a Hazen roll before it's down by Matthew Freeman.
That punt was almost higher than the press box.
Yes, it was. That ball was up there. And Hazen will begin their next drive on the 35-yard line. One stat that just is standing out to me. Hazen so far, 11 offensive plays, 2 yards.
And that goes back to their offense. They're just not in sync. A lot of miscommunication, running backs running into each other, penalties. It's killing them.
And after that miscommunication, we've seen the Hornets work out of the shotgun a lot, trying to throw it around. Let's see what they come back with here. And so again, they'll work out of the shotgun this time, split back to each side. Williams takes the snap, handoff. That's going to go to Penn. He's going to space it out along the right side. He loses his feet as he tries to turn it upfield, gains a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
These Dragon linebackers are doing a great job sealing the edge, forcing stuff back inside, and letting their interior linebackers clean everything up.
10:30 to play here in the first half. The clock is rolling. 2nd down and 9 for the Hornets. Junction City on top, 21-0. Again, the Hornets to work out of the shotgun split back formation. Williams takes the snap. He's going to he's going to keep it this stuff on the read option, and he'll move across the 40-yard line up to the 42.
1 second he's out quarterback, and next second you're handing the ball off to him at running back.
Just several dual threat players on this Hazen roster. So the gain of 5 makes it a more convertible 3rd down for the Hornets. 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 42-yard line. Lone receiver to the bottom of the formation. Shotgun split backs. Tennyson this time, he's going to keep it again, and he's going to be close to the 1st down marker.
Tennyson and Penn they're trying to do the option read. They held it for a long time.
Yes, they
one
did.
of the longest reads I've ever seen.
Yes, they did. Both of them were wanting to carry it through the hole.
I think they're about 4 yards upfield before they decided who gets the ball.
And it was the carry from Tennyson was enough, and that'll be the 1st down.
And this is what Hazen needs to do. They need to get 1st downs, have long drives, and they need to put some points on the board right here.
Clock's rolling, 9:20 mark, 1st half. Again, Tennyson to work out of the shotgun split back, hands it off to Penn. He's going to work over right tackle. He's got some running room. Flags are down, and he is wrapped up as he makes his way down to the 40-yard line.
And there is a flag on the play, and I believe it could be face mask on Junction City.
That's a 15-yard carry. We'll await the penalty.
Penn's over here grabbing his face mask like they grabbed his face mask.
That was Quantez Brown finally corralling Penn.
Hazen crowd starting to get back into it, down by 21 points.
And so the 15-yard, that'll be assessed. And the Hornets will have it inside Junction City territory at the 35-yard line. The clock sits at 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Junction City, 21, Hazen 0. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Receiver to each side. That's Williams to the bottom of the formation. Tennyson, split backs. Handoff, that's going to go to Penn, and he's going to be wrapped up immediately. May have gotten a yard, and I believe they'll give him 2 yards on the carry.
Things are getting a little chippy down there. Marquise Singleton kind of pushing on the receiver for Hazen.
And so the carry picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 8:25, the clock continues to roll. Single receiver to each side of the formation. Tennyson to work out of the gun. Takes a snap this time to Penn, and he's wrapped up immediately. And he's still on his feet moving the pile. Wow, so Hazen with some life here.
I don't know about that one. I think his knee was down way.
I thought it was down. You could tell with the call. I thought he was down, but the officials say otherwise. And that's a 6-yard pickup, making it another 3rd down and 3 for the Hornets. Union Kennel and Farm Supply, Junction City Pharmacy, and Southern T-Shirt Company. Just 3 of the proud sponsors of the Dragon Sports Network. Their Junction City Dragons are on top 21-0, but the Hornets starting to put something together here in the second quarter. Again, to work out of the shotgun split backs. Tennyson, he's going to keep it this time over right guard, and Junction City sniffed it out.
Junction City defense coming up big on 3rd down, forcing them to make a big decision here in 4th.
Tennyson picked up a yard on the keeper. 4th down and 2.
Hazen doesn't have a choice. They must go for it right now.
I agree with you. Down 21, under the 7-minute mark of the first half. And you kind of have no other decision but to go for it. So again, single receivers to each side. Tennyson to work out of the shotgun, split back. He's going to keep it met immediately. That's a host of Dragons.
Armstrong and Taylor Mason getting in there through the line, blowing up that play on 4th down. Dragon football.
So great defensive play call right there by Coach Brad Smith. There was a slew of Dragons in there. Mason and Armstrong were the first to get to Tennyson on the keeper. And the loss will turn it over on downs for the Hornets.
Dragons are blitzing a lot tonight. Kind of unusual. I haven't really seen them blitz this much, but it is paying off early.
6:37 to play here in the first half. War Memorial Stadium. Junction City looking for their 6th state championship in school history. Would be number 3 in a row. Twins to either side. That's Evans in motion across the formation. Holyfield, deep drop back. He's going to tuck it and run. He's over the 30 to the 35. Gets up to the 36-yard line. And his run out of bounds. But not before the senior quarterback picks up, I believe, 5.
Yes, it was 5 yards. Holyfield showing his ability to get outside the pocket and make plays.
There is a flag on the play. Far side of the field away from the play. And it's a sideline warning for the Dragons.
The ref ran to one of the football coaches.
That'll definitely draw the old laundry.
Sometimes you have the coaches trying to yell at the players on the field, and the ref just ran into them.
That's another thing we talk about, the intensity of the players. The coaches are even more so, maybe a little more intense than their players.
Armstrong checking in for the Dragons on offense.
2nd down and 5 for Junction City. Ball sits on the 37-yard line. Holyfield to work out of the gun. He'll give it to Dancy. He's going to run across the right side of the field, and he will be wrapped up and tackled before he can get to the 40-yard line.
Number 50 for Hazen just darting in from the backside linebacker position. Great play by him.
That was Khalid Mills wearing a different jersey tonight. And so we're nearing the 6-minute mark. Junction City faced with the 3rd down. And they'll be about 3 yards from a first. 21-0. Junction City looking to add to their lead. Work out of the shotgun. Twins to the bottom of the formation. That's Evans and Rogers. Armstrong the lone receiver to the top, but they'll give it to Dancy. And Dancy hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up. That's several Hornets.
Number 50 Mills, he's coming alive right now on this drive, making his presence known.
Yes, he is. Number 58, Dylan Cook, also getting a bunch of pressure down there on the defensive line. And so far, Dancy was corralled.
And this is what the Hazen defense really needs to do, is force 4th downs, 4th and longs, make them have a decision to make, and get this offense off the field.
4th down and 4, ball on the 38. Holyfield set to punt it away. Another high snap, and he'll get it away. Much better punt this time.
Yeah,
it'll bounce
roll
at the 35. Nice roll. And that's where it'll be downed at the 19-yard line. So a nice punt by Randall Holyfield. 43 yards. And that basically just flopped the field position and helped out the Dragon defense.
And that is coming up big on special teams, making them have a long field to work with. And by the way, their offense has been playing in the last couple of drives. I don't know if they can get to the end zone.
And that was one of your keys to the game, Dylan, keying on number 3, Jacquees Dancy. So far they've seen him. He has scored a touchdown tonight from 15 yards out, but really not too many more explosive runs other than that and the punt return.
Yeah, right now he has 10 carries for 46 yards. I mean, in the past.
Tennyson out of the shotgun. Read option. He's going to keep it. Stumbles forward across the 20 to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. So far, Hazen unable to keep their feet.
Like I was saying about Dancer earlier, he's been averaging 14.5 yards a carry now, and he's only has, on 10 carries, has 46 yards rushing. So they're doing a good job by kind of containing him.
Under 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. War Memorial Stadium. Junction City 21, Hazen 0. Second down and 7 for the Hornets. Ball on their 22-yard line.
Looks like they have some confusion on the offensive side.
And so Hazen will call a timeout. Hornets will talk over their second down play. And as you were saying, Dylan, so far, keying on Dancy, 10 carries, 46 yards, just under 5 yards a carry. But when you look at it, there's still playmakers all over the field for Junction City. We've seen Evans getting involved. Bell's been targeted several times.
It's your seniors making big plays when they have to. Going back to that punt, that was an incredible play. The snap goes over the punter's head, and he just throws a prayer caught by another senior, Bell. Big-time players will make big-time plays.
And the big-time games. And there's none bigger than this one. Class 2A state championship game. War Memorial Stadium, Little Rock, Arkansas. Beautiful night here in the state capitol.
And if you're the offensive coordinator of Hazen, what would you be doing right now?
The previous play had Tennyson, had he been able to keep his feet, he had a lot of green grass in front of him. But like we said, there's just miscommunication. And then when they are able to run a good play, they just hadn't been able to keep their feet.
So it's a little things for Hazen.
Yes, it is.
But if they clean those up, look out.
After the timeout, the Hornets have it at their 22. Second down and 7, 4:08 remaining. Here in the first half, War Memorial Stadium. Hornets will work out of the pistol. That's Williams. Williams back to pass, rolls right, and it's almost intercepted. That was Armstrong on the coverage. Pass intended to Dakota Aycock, but there is a flag on the play.
I feel like the Hazen offense is really getting too fancy. You saw on that play, he faked it 2 times before he rolled out. You can't do that against this fast-dragging defense.
Yeah, they're trying to space out Junction City, and Junction City just with too much speed on both sides of the football. So the penalty was a holding call on the Hornets.
And they keep digging their hole on offense.
So that again will back Hazen up. And they will have it, I believe, second down, and we're almost getting into China territory here, Dylan.
Nah, that's what Jerusalem territory.
Second down and about 22, 23 yards to go for Hazen, deep in their own territory. Williams out of the pistol, Mosby behind him. Pin set to his right. He's going to pass out of his own end zone, pressured immediately, and the pass is incomplete. He had Aycock at the 12-yard line, in and out of his hands. Falls incomplete. We have a flag laying down in the end zone.
I think the reason why he dropped the ball is he heard Armstrong coming over the middle, straight for him.
I believe that's roughing the passer on Junction City. This official still talking it over. And I believe that's...
Yeah, it's gonna be
that's exactly what it is. Yep, the old 15-yarder. So Junction City gives it right back to the Hornets. A much more convertible third down for Hazen.
To me, it looked like he was rolling out, and and right as he threw it, it was a questionable call, but it could have gone either way, but I think they did make the right call.
Excuse me. Automatic first down. My apologies. So it'll be automatic first down, keeps the drive alive for the Hornets. So first down and 10. And they're back to the original line of scrimmage. Ball on the 22. 3:55 to play. Williams in the pistol. Handoff. That's Penn, and he's wrapped up immediately. Again, the Dragon defensive line, a host of Dragons on the tackle.
I couldn't tell you a single tackler. I can tell you that their whole team was on that tackle.
Farm Bureau Insurance, Three Creeks Baptist Church, STI Sims, First Financial Bank, and Legacy Neurosurgery. 5 more of the proud sponsors of the Dragon Sports Network, bringing you Junction City Dragon football live from War Memorial Stadium. Junction City with a 21-0 lead with 3:44 to play here in the first half. It's been all Junction City so far. Second down and 16 after the loss. Williams in the shotgun, split backs, receivers to each side. They're going to run the read option with Aycock, and Tennyson wrapped up.
This Hazen offense is always playing behind the 8-ball. Like they don't have any second and shorts. It's always third and long, fourth and long. They're really hurting themselves.
Yes, they are. Blake McClellan on the tackle for Junction City. And it's a 3-yard loss. Tacked on to the second down and 16, so it's third down and 19. So the Hornets again finding themselves deep in Junction City territory. Ball sits on the 14-yard line. Of the Hornets in their own territory. Under 3 minutes to play. Pistol, single back, going to run the option. Tennyson keeps it, and again, nowhere to go. That's Mason, Singleton, Bell, all there on the stop.
I don't like that play call. It's third and long, and you run a speed option. I think they should have went to the air right there.
Hazen has shown that they can throw it around a little bit, but so far tonight, they're just choosing to stay with a one-dimensional offense. So the Dragon defense forces another Hornet punt. As we are nearing the 2-minute mark of the first half, Williams standing at his goal line. And the snap's low. It's going to be a low punt too. And Evans is going to watch it bounce around. Takes a Hazen roll across the 45 to the 48-yard line. So Junction City, another drive's going to start with great field position.
Dragons are on the right side of the 50. And we were talking before how the Dragons really average 26 plays a game, and right now they are at 24. I'm sorry, 19 plays. So give tip of the hat to the defense for making them drive long, not giving them the quick play and a quick touchdown.
Giving that ball back to Junction City, forcing them, to make plays. 2:02 to play, first half. Junction City quads formation to the far side of the field. That's the left. Dancy in the Wild Dragon. He's going to take the snap, going to work left side. Really nowhere to go. Trying to get to the midfield stripe, and he will be wrapped up immediately. So Junction City getting a little flashy right there.
Wild Dragon, I like that.
A little Wild Dragon formation. And there are penalty flags on the field.
And this will be the 5th penalty of the night between these two teams.
I believe it was a legal shift. We're going to wait and see what the officials' word.
Good call.
Thank you.
That's my sportsman right there. Legal shift.
So legal shift on the offense. Junction City, a lot of moving parts on that previous play. 4 wide receivers to the left of the formation. And Dancy worked out of the shotgun. So second down and 13. Ball on the 49-yard line. Holyfield in the gun. Works Armstrong in motion. Going to go to Dancy. He's going to work off right tackle. Spins. Wrapped up at the 40. Still moving his feet. Almost run out of a tackle as he makes his way down to the 36, 30.
This might be coming back from
6-yard line. And yes, there are again flags on the play.
And Dancy, even though it's a flag on the play, and he might be coming back, but it's an awesome run. He's taking people with him. He does not want to go down.
His first contact happened at around the 45-yard line, and we see the ball spotted at the 37, so just absolutely carrying some Hazen Hornet defenders.
It's like we do have an injured player.
Injured player on the field for the Hornets. Coaching staff attending to him. Great Lakes Solutions, Moosop, Max Tree Service, Mayor Preston Rogers in the town of Junction City, Louisiana. 4 sponsors that help make this all possible.
And that was Dylan Cook, the injured player, being helped off the field.
1:32 to play here in the first half. Junction City leading 21-0. And they have the football.
This Hazen team has gave this Dragon team probably the most fits in the playoffs so far. They're really not having any big explosive plays constantly like we've seen in the past.
I agree. We've seen, 6-7 play drives when usually for Junction they're more accustomed to the 2-3 play drives with the big explosive plays. So Hazen so far able to keep the Dragons at bay for the most part. And they're going to benefit greatly on that illegal shift penalty. That's going to back Junction City up. So it's going to be 2nd down and 16. Holyfield to work out of the gun. Hand off to Dancy. Follows a lead block as he will make his way up just shy of midfield.
Dancy, a nice little run there to make it more of a manageable 3rd down for the Dragons.
Matthew Freeman out in front, leading the block. That bring up a 3rd down for Junction City with about 13 to go. So they make their way back up to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield.
I would say expect the pass, but we saw earlier on 4th and 14 and on the goal line, they handed off and scored.
Yes, they did from 15 out. Under 50 seconds to play. Dragons taking their time. Bell the tight end to the left. Twins receivers to the bottom of the formation. Holyfield takes the snap. He's got plenty of time, but he's pressured immediately, and he will have to tuck it. And not much going so far on this drive for Junction City as Holyfield loses, I believe, 2 yards. He had a lot of time, but then all of a sudden, Hazen defensive linemen, 2 of them showed quickly.
Khalid Mills just jumps on Holyfield after the play to ensure that he was down.
So 15 seconds left, and the clock continues to run. I don't believe Junction City is going to have to punt this one.
Surprised that the Hazen defense is Hazen not calling timeout.
And that's what Junction City will do. So after probably their worst drive of the first half, they'll take a 21-0 lead into halftime here in the Class AA State Championship game. We're going to take a 10-second break for station identification here on the Dragon Sports Network.